Dyslexic genius here. What I'm going to talk about is an Amberola A1 bed plate, and sometimes if you've sent it to the painter, he might not have masked things off, and then you're going to have to clean that up. And I'm also going to talk about this. One thing about Amberola A1s are they're stamped with their serial numbers. We'll start with that. You can see here, we have the serial number here, which matches this serial number. But then it's stamped here under the casting that holds the reproducer. So sometimes if you send something out to be painted, they don't mask everything off. So what you're going to have to do is get a scraper like this. This is from No-Go. These are great tools. You can buy any scraper, but they're very, very sharp along these edges. And I like this tip because like this wasn't masked off, so you'll take the scraper and you'll drag it along the edge like that, both edges, then you can scrape off the paint. That way it won't chip on the down in here. The other thing is, like this screw hole, you see the screw hole here. You see how the paints float into here. Well, you just take the scraper in here like this, and you just give it a couple of twirls. And then you will take the screw, your screws, after you do that, and you oil it, the screw, and then you run it in and out. You want to make sure that the screws go in and out. The other problem is, like, this is where the back rod is, so you'll need a veneer caliber, and you'll need to measure, like, the back rod. And then what you'll need is, the back rod's 3/8. You're going to need a 3/8 inch reamer, because we don't want to flex hone, because if we flex hone, it might chip up the new paint. So you just come in here to clean up where things go. You just take like this, and you just run that through. It'll just follow the hole. And that's not metal, that's just primer and paint. And you'll come in here and go, oh yeah, that slides in nicely. And you'll have to do this to all the parts on an A1. So you'll have to do where the bearings fit here. You have to come in here for the little rod that holds the gear change. You're going to have to do this. Then on this, sometimes you're going to have to do a little more scraping on it. And you'll have to come in here and scrape out here, and then you're going to have to come in here and scrape this off, because the switcher for 2 to 4 minute, the shaft fits into here. And now I'll show you how to do that. You can do this 2 ways if you don't have a scraper. You can use the straight razor, but a straight razor is a little dangerous at this, and it doesn't have the force where you can really guide the scraping. This means, you come in here and you're going, scrape, scrape, scrape. So the changer rod fits in here like this little thing here, and it works from the bottom, and it's going to change you from 2 to 4 minute, but this has to float. But what you don't want is it has these 2 spacer washers that they come with. You don't want it running on the paint, because then down the road this might start digging into the paint and then slowing down your changing. So you just come in with a scraper gently. Just start it like that. You can drag it. You want to go very slowly. Sometimes people don't mask things off like they're supposed to. Or you didn't mask it off. That's what's nice about the tip of these. You can just get into that little area. And now it's fitting. So now you know that these little washers here will be running on the steel. And get a little more cleanup. And you see, if you were using a straight razor, this will be really, really hard to do. I mean, get in here like this, and sometimes I do, but the scraper works a lot better. And this is how you prep one of these. Also, you're going to use the Gono. You're going to come in here and deburr this, all these, because you want a flat surface, because when they drill, they leave a little burr, and you just want that nice and smooth on these. And that makes an A1 run a lot better. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's my tip for the day.